Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. So in this video, we'll be building a full stack food delivery application in React Native using the Expo framework. And if you find it interesting, please hit the like button and do subscribe for more such content. So let's get started. So let's start with a simple question. How long does it usually take to design a full mobile app UI? Like honestly, so let's say you open Figma, stare at a blank canvas for let's say 10 minutes, start placing some rectangles, try to make a header look good, give up, watch a tutorial, come back, and still it doesn't happen. So in today's video, I'll be showing you something that's going to completely change on how I prototype and design my own applications. So as you can see, I've generated just 5 screens just with one single AI prompt, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this. So in this tutorial, I'll be helping you understand how exactly you can change your designs and the way you prototype for your full stack projects. So let's get started. So I've just generated, a simple splash screen, home, restaurant detail, cart, and a live order tracking screen. All of that in under less than 2 minutes. I'll be showing you that how exactly that's done. So if you find it interesting, please hit the like button and let's get, into this video right away. So this is what you will see when you open Flowstep AI. It's pretty simple, clean, and there's a text box that says imagine, then type. So this is why you are going to enter your input. All right, and there are a few more options over here below which says continue working on your files, that is all files, my files, and shared with me. So in our case, we're going to use our own prompt because the more specific you are, the better the output is going to be. So in my case, I'm trying to build a food delivery application. I'll be showing you how that is going to happen. I actually have a real world client project as well, so this is also going to help me in real time, that is for the designs and all the other implementations as well. So let me enter the prompt over here. So there you go, I've entered my prompt. You can enter your prompt based on the project you're going to build, so make sure it's very specific. So now a few things I wanted to notice about this prompt is, first of all, I've listed all of the 5 screens explicitly, that is your restaurant detail page, home, cart, and order tracking. So just don't say you want a food delivery app, tell it exactly what screens you need. So as I said, more specific, the more better the output is going to be. And second, I've also described what each screen contains, that is home with restaurant and your cart with order summary. That extra detail also is going to matter. And third, I've given it a color direction, so you can give it a different color code based on the color you want to implement your app on, right? So in my case, I've used a primary orange and a teal color, so that is going to match my color code. So now if I'm going to hit generate and let's see what exactly is going to happen. I'll be explaining as and when the screens are getting generated. So let's press on enter over here. Alright, so it's generating now, and watch this, it's not generating one screen and then waiting for the next. It's actually trying to build all the 5 screens simultaneously onto the canvas. So yeah, let's wait and see what exactly is going to happen. So you can already see screen 1 taking shape. That's the splash screen. You can see the orange gradient and the bike delivery icon as well. It's already picked up the brand field. So now screen 2 is also going to generate. That's going to be a home screen. It's in progress. It's got that nice looking search bar, your category chips, your pizza, burgers, and it's trying to generate all of your featured restaurant sections as well. Whereas screen 3 is going to be the restaurant detail. It's going to have all of the menu items, images, pricings, and it is also going to have a view card sticky button at the bottom. That's a UI pattern that's going to come up from understanding how food delivery actually works. And screen 4 is pretty simple to understand. It's generating a cart screen, that is items are going to get listed, your quantity selectors, your promo code field, and the total breakdown as well. And screen number 5, as you can see, is going to be your order tracking screen. So there's an actual map as well that you can see on the screen with a driver card, that is the name of the driver and the rating of the driver, and a delivery status timeline, which is going to say order placed, preparing, on the way, and delivered. All of this from one prompt, let's say in just about 90 seconds. And boom, just like that, we're able to see all of the 5 screens getting generated in a really nice way. I just gave one simple AI prompt and look what it has generated in seconds. We got a fully fledged splash screen with branding as well. And we also got a modern homepage with all of the restaurant listings, your flood cards, and a detailed restaurant menu detail screen as well. And we also have a clean cart experience, that's screen number 4, where we can even see all of the items. Let me just zoom in over here. So there you go, you can even zoom on each of the screen. So for the cart, we have all of the items added to the cart, and we also have the quantity controls. You can decrease quantity, increase quantity as well. Even that design is being added. And we also even have a live order tracking UI with maps and the delivery progress as well. It also has your driver card with the driver details and the ratings as well, and we have the estimated arrival design as well. Okay, so and the wild part is even the colors, the spacing, the typography for all of the 5 screens, and the cards as well. Everything looks already production ready. It's pretty good looking. Just for a single go, this is really good. This honestly looks like, something a real startup designer spent hours creating in Figma. But whereas in our case, we just developed this within, let's say, 2 minutes. That is by just giving a single AI prompt, which is actually really crazy. And yeah, obviously tools like this are changing the UI design completely. That is, instead of starting from a blank canvas, you just describe the app, your basic app idea, and your AI gives a complete design direction instantly, just like over here. That is with respect to the food application we are trying to build. Alright, so now let's come back to our design, that is with respect to all of these 5 screens. Now we can move on to the next part, that is understanding how to edit or modify any of the given screens. You can do that. Obviously the easiest way is to just give a prompt over here based on the design you want to change. It should work properly fine. Whereas the simplest way is you can press on any screen. Let's say I press on the first one, you can see this edit option, and towards the right side you can see this optional toolbar where we have n different number of options. Whereas now we're gonna focus on the edit option. So press on the drop down, you have a bunch of options. It says switch to dark theme and make it pretty, try different layout, try a different visual style, try again from scratch. So all of these options are present. So let's say we're going to target the card screen over here because it has some designs and here it doesn't. I'm just going to again press on edit. Okay, and I'm going to say switch just this screen to dark mode just to exactly see how exactly it's going to work. Okay, so as I hover over this, it's saying switches to dark mode and corrects any inconsistencies and the accessibility issues. So let's give this a try and let's exactly see what happens. So let's press on switch to dark theme. That is only for the screen 4. There you go. It says it's already working on it. Let's wait for this to make it happen. So let's wait for this to design, and boom. So just like that, it is working properly fine. So as you can see, it is only working on screen 4 and all of your other screens are not touched. It's a really good feature because you're not losing your other screens every time you want to tweak in something. So let's wait and see what exactly is going to happen. So hopefully once this completes, you should be able to see a dark mode version of your card screen, and you should be also able to edit it manually as well. So yeah, let's wait for a couple of seconds and then we should be able to see the screen properly working fine. And boom, just like that, it is completed it. Over here it says edited card screen to the dark theme. Shopping cart displays burger, fries and drink items with quantities, pricing, breakdown, promo code field and bottom navigation menu. So let's just zoom in over here and we should be able to see all of the changes applied. And as you can see, just in seconds we were able to switch from a dark mode, from a light mode to a dark mode, and it is working pretty cool. So now let's try a different feature. Let's say I'm going to press on your screen 3 and I'm going to press on edit over here, and I'm just going to say make it pretty. Let's see what exactly it does. So as it says, so as I hover over here, it says adjust spacing, alignment and colors across the design. The layout stays the same. So let's say make it pretty. So again, as it works on this, only screen number 3 is going to get regenerated or it's going to get reworked, and it's going to make more pretty. So as you can see, it's only working on screen number 3 and it says updating your screen, enhancing visual polish and refinement. So let's give it a couple of seconds for this to complete working and we should be able to see what are the design changes, and it should also give in the chat that is what exactly has changed. So there you go, it's actually designing everything from the top to bottom of the screen. It went from your name, your ratings, your all of your timings part. Okay, and it's gonna go into the menu and all of the other items over here as well. Okay, so yeah, it's just gonna take in some more time and it is, I think, almost done. It's designing this part now. So I guess it's almost done. So it's gonna go to the bottommost part and I think it has designed every bit of it, that is from the top to the bottommost part of the screen, and I think it should be done in just a sec. There you go, it says it's summarizing. That means the design is complete. And just like that, it's done. So it says edited restaurant menu screen with enhanced visual design, features, hero image, your restaurant info with ratings, all these delivery details, your item cards with images and prices, and all of the cart buttons is also changed. Okay, it has definitely made it more prettier than the previous version. So yes, we can say it is working properly fine. So you can also try to give a prompt directly instead of pressing on the screen. So let's say I want a new screen to be generated, let's say offers or a discount screen. So here I'm just going to say generate a new screen for the offers and the discount part. Let's press on enter and let's see what exactly it does. So it should essentially create a new screen, okay, that is going to be targeting your offers and the discounts part. So let's give it a couple of minutes and let's see what exactly is going to happen. And there you go, just like that, it has started working on a new screen. And as I said, the other screen designs are going to remain unchanged because we only are interested in generating a new screen based on our offers and the discounts part. There you go, I can see the offers and discount screen being generated. Let's zoom in. As you can see, all of the details are going to come over here. So it's almost halfway. We have the featured offers card coming, and we do have a horizontal list of scrollable items, and these are all of the coupon details, and it is almost done. And just like that, it's completed. It has also generated all of the coupons part in a really nice way. That is, it has generated around 5 to 6 coupons and it is complete, and it has generated a whole new screen for us. Okay, so that's the basic feature of this. You can try to explore different features over here, try to give different kinds of prompts, and you should be able to see the design working according to your prompts. So now the next and important part the developers actually care about is the code export part. That's a really good feature. You can directly export code for each screen and you can directly use it in your project. Okay, so let's say I'm going to select screen number 2, and we do have the optional tool select over here. So you can press on the third option, that is, which says export to code, and you can also download your entire image as a PNG. Even that's a really good feature. Let's press on download and you should be able to see that downloading, and boom, just like that, you're able to see screen 2, it got downloaded over here. Let's press on that and there you go, just like that, we're able to see that onto the screen. Now let's check out the code export part. Press on this export to code, and just like that, you should be able to see a zipped file getting created. That is just like this. Okay, I'm just going to open the code in my Visual Code Editor, and boom, just like that, this is my code that I've downloaded. So it's going to use your TypeScript for coding and the Tailwind CSS. So you do have your main app.tsx where your entire div is written, and as you can see, the styles are written using your Tailwind CSS, and all of your config for your Tailwind CSS is already added over here. And here we have all of the twanimate.css. All of the animations with respect to this particular screen are added over here. You can take a look at it, and this is the main index.html where we are inserting the main.tsx over here. That is with respect to this file where we are trying to render the main app. Alright, so yes, that's pretty much it about the code base. You can directly take and export the code from any of the screen you want, and automatically it should be into your downloads. So same thing goes for screen 4. I'm going to say export to code, and there you go, just like that, a zip file is downloaded onto your system. Okay, so that's pretty much it about your exporting code. You can also try the new feature, that is exporting to Figma as well. So you can directly press on the export button, and there you go, it's currently loading the preview of the entire design. You can directly export the image for the entire design, and over here we have export to Figma option. The simple way to do that is copy screens with command C and then paste them directly into your Figma file with command V. It's that simple. So you can try to open Figma and then copy down all of these screens, and then you can directly import it or paste it. It's going to work. We have exported the code. That step is already done. You can try to export the image. The entire image is going to get exported, and once I press on that, just like this, as you can see, the entire design is added onto my PNG file over here. Even this is a really good way of getting all of the designs in just a second. So this part is done. So that's the basic features of all of these options over here. Okay, you can try to delete, and once you press on more, you have copy, duplicate, and then rename. You can copy and then paste it directly into Figma as well. And once you press on each of the part over here, you can try to hover over each div. As you can see, we have this div selected, and you can also check out the layout, whatever the width and height is given. and the position, the padding, and you can change it as well. Automatically it's gonna get changed over here. Once I select this one, this div is chosen, and towards the right hand side, the good thing is that you can also check out the code as well for this. Okay, you can just maximize this over here, and once I press on this specific code, it's going to show which code is highlighted over here. As you can see, nearby restaurants is being shown over here. Okay, same thing goes for this one. Once I chose this, all of the restaurant cards are going to be shown. As you can see, the design is also added over here. So that's a very good handy feature over here which is added. That's pretty cool. So yes, that's it about the basic features over here. And also Flowstep has an MCP server, which means you can connect your Flowstep design, all of this, that is the basic Flowstep canvas, directly into your Claude Code, Cursor, or Windsurf, whichever AI coding agent you are using. So the normal workflow without this is design in Figma, take all of the screenshots, paste it into your AI tool, describe what you want, and then get the code. That's kind of close, but not really. But with your Flowstep MCP, the loop becomes like design in Flowstep, and then connect to cursor, say build a screen, and your code exactly is going to match your design. That's going to be a really good feature. You can try that out. So that's pretty much it about this tutorial. We went from 0 to a full 5 screen food delivery app UI, just like this has shown, using a single AI prompt, and we edited screens with AI and manually as well. We were able to export the React code with TypeScript and Tailwind CSS directly into our own system, and we also learned how to copy down all of the designs into Figma directly, and we talked a little bit about the MCP connects your design directly to your AI coding agent. So this whole thing took under less than 15 minutes. It's pretty simple to learn. You can try to design your prototypes and your app screenshots with the help of this AI tool. It's pretty useful. So yes, that's it about this video. If you found this interesting, please do the like button and do subscribe for more such content. Let's see you in the next video, and then thank you for watching.